person up here is Andy Doan with his crew. Andy, I did originally write a recently qualified teacher, but Andy has actually been teaching for 8 years. And he set out with us on our journey on a precursor of LbQ. And we've learned a lot together, haven't we, Andy? Yep. And his advice has shaped what we do. I confess, Andy knows this, and he knows I'm going to say it, right? I have for some time been trying to get Andy to join us. But Andy prefers to improve the lives of the children in his school. And that says something about the sort of person he is. And what a person. Andy was runner-up in the TES Maths Primary Teacher of the Year. And his school in Bolton, Bolton's great, by the way, right? In Bolton is among the top 4% of primary school maths schools in the country. I think other schools in the audience are probably pretty high there too, right? And Andy's generosity is that he says a lot of what he has achieved is due to LbQ. So Andy, over to you. Let's show everybody what we're talking about.
Yes, come on up, kids. I've got all Amazing. So, just whilst we get the mics ready, we're going to start with Chloe May over here. I'll quickly introduce everyone. We've got Chloe May, we've got Jack, we've got Bradley, we've got Sophie, Kian, Lakeisha, Callum, and last over here, goodbye. I'm going to hand over to them at first. We've got a quick 10-minute presentation, and then we're going to do a quick 10-minute demo as well. Like I say, I'm Andy Doan, I'm the Deputy Head and Year 6 teacher at Masefield Primary School in Bolton. But I'll hand over to you, Chloe, to start for us.
Learning by Questions by Masefield Primary School.
Our journey started in October 2017, originally Year 6, but now the whole school, and we've never looked back.
We originally started with 16 iPads in the whole school, which isn't a lot. However, we use this technology as much as we could to enhance and improve our learning. Because our head teacher saw the progress we had made using LbQ, we bought another 60 iPads. With LbQ's new super deal, we're looking to buy tablets for every pupil in Key Stage 2.
Yeah, and my head teacher is here, okay? So if you do see her later, please give her a nudge. And we've just got 4 accounts from some of the pupils, because it isn't about us, it's about the children, and that's what we're all here to do, to influence the lives of these pupils. So we're going to start with what they think about it, which, you know, is the most important for me. Then we'll finish with the least important, which is Mr. Doan today. So start us off, Sophie.
I came to Year 6 at working slightly below the expected standard for Year 5. I didn't really like maths, and Mr. John always said it was because of my confidence. In my latest assessments, I smashed the Year 5 assessment, so Mr. John moved me into the Year 6 one. That means I've nearly made 4 months progress in 6 weeks. This is what I think of LbQ. Learning by Questions, LbQ, has improved my learning hugely. I feel like my confidence in maths has increased massively. I love that it is easy to connect to begin answering a variety of educational questions. Amazingly, if I answer a question wrong, I will receive some useful feedback to ensure that I will be successful on the following question. Incredibly, my teacher can see my progress on a computer or iPad, so they have an idea of what I'm struggling on. Also, it's a useful app for teachers as there is no marking due to the fact that it saves all of it. Mr. Dunn uses these results to give us our next steps. If the majority of the class get a question incorrect, the teacher can immediately select the question and run through it. This helps my learning massively.
I would recommend LbQ to learners who prefer working on technological devices as it engages
Many pupils' interest. It is extremely motivating and inspiring. LbQ is a phenomenal app.
Thank you very much, Sophie. And like you hear, we do a bow if you want. Sophie already this year has made incredible progress. That's one of the reasons we did bring her. Maths confidence was really low at the beginning of the year. Even in 6 weeks, she's made this progress. I can't wait to see until we get to May to see how she does at the end of the year. Right, next it's Kian. Kian's one of our more able students. He absolutely loves that reasoning and problem-solving area of LbQ, and he's going to tell you about his experience.
From bored to mesmerised, I love this app. LbQ is brilliant. It challenges my learning with reasoning problem-solving questions. LbQ is charging for all abilities, and if you get a question wrong, no problem. A bar of feedback pops up helping you to make progress. The interactive board allows Mr. Dawn to model challenging questions and models the working out. Then we all get to go using the ad hoc mode. Mr. Dawn then knows who needs more support during this lesson. It's like having a teacher on your shoulder. If you are finding the starter questions easy, LbQ moves you up difficulty levels. That's if you are getting the questions right. Also, I love that a whiteboard goes over the question, so I can do my working out on the iPad.
I think I might leave now. I think he's just stolen the show already. Next, we have Lakeisha. Again, one of our less confident pupils, but Lakeisha's mum has come to me in the last 6 weeks and actually spoken about her maths and her learning using LbQ. So she's spoken about that, haven't you, in your account? Off you go, Lakeisha.
Learning by questions, LbQ is a fantastic app and it helps you make tremendous progress throughout your work. My mum is so proud of me as my confidence in maths is hugely improved. It gives you great feedback when you answer a question incorrectly and helps you improve on questions you don't understand. If there's a question you can't work out mentally, there's a whiteboard that you can use to work it out on. It's like having 30 teachers in the room. When multiple children in the class are struggling, Mr. Don will be able to see where you're going wrong, and he will go through the questions step by step using the ad hoc mode. If you get any question correct, you'll go on to the next round and skip a few questions. My TA uses it for interventions in the afternoon. It's so much fun now. We use it for a maths booster. The whole class wants to join it at lunchtime and after school.
Well done, Lakeisha. We do literally have children queuing up to come to a booster, whether that's at lunchtime and after school. But LbQ, like I say, really does help us with that and makes learning fun for the children. Right, next we're on to Callum, one of our more able pupils again. He's going to speak about some of his learning with Learning by Questions.
Learning by questions, LbQ, is an amazing app. It has revolutionised my learning as when you get a question incorrect, it has instant virtual feedback and inspires me to be better. It has boosted my confidence in maths by not doubting my answers on a question. Also, I can use the whiteboard screen to do all my working out. This app is incredible because if you finish one set of questions, our teacher, Mr. Dillon, can put on some more questions. No one is really ever waiting around in lesson. This means that we are always really busy in class. We never get a minute's rest. LbQ is like having a teacher always beside you. It has helped me to become faster in maths, but still getting the answers correct. If I do get one wrong, the teacher can always see my progress instantly. Or if you get it wrong and fail, it is only the first attempt in learning. It has helped me to reach my full potential.
Well done, Callum. So I did say the important fora first. It's now my time and some of my experiences using LbQ. It quite simply has revolutionised the teaching at Masefield Primary School, not just in my class, but across every year group as well. Our latest data in 2018-19 showed that 90% of pupils hit the expected standard in maths. It doesn't stop there, though, because our progress measure was in the top 4% in the country. 3 years ago, we were down near the bottom 20%. And it's been a 3-year change on that. So we really are very proud as a school on that. No pressure to these 8 kids at the front because we want to beat that next year. But more of that, teacher workload is decreasing. Teachers are coming to me, saying, I need an app I need a tablet per child in my class because this really is changing the way that we teach, the way the children are attempting questions, the way they're reasoning, problem solving, and understanding the maths concepts. It does follow that mastery approach, and the feedback, as the children have spoken about, really does accelerate their learning. The children are trained to read that feedback and use that feedback to then improve their learning next. They do talk about having a teacher on the shoulder, about having a teacher next to them all the time, and it usually is those lower middle ability pupils that it's having a massive impact on because they're getting that positive reinforcement all the time. The deeper learning for pupils, and they really do have a thirst for learning. We're going to do a little demo very soon, and hopefully you will see what it's like in our classrooms. They are electric. We walk around and we see this in action. It's happening every single day. There is increased engagement, which means one thing, it's better behaviour for the pupils as well. Like Callum said, the children did write these accounts themselves. They never get a minute's rest in my class, but what that means is behaviour in my class is impeccable. Children do love it. Most important thing for me, why do anything if the children don't enjoy it? And if the children love it, why are we not all doing it? Why is everyone in the country, in the world, not using this? Because it helps them, and the children, love it, and it's making an impact on them. Teachers are becoming more effective and more efficient at our school. Their subject knowledge is increasing. We know I've spoken to a lot of teachers using this at first who say the questions are really hard with the reasoning and problem solving levels. No, that's the expectation these days for our pupils, and that's where we need to take them. Pupil attainment is improving. It really is a chain reaction because of that. Our teaching assistants in school use LbQ as well. They've all been trained, and it's having a real impact in our interventions. Firstly, children are enjoying going to interventions. Secondly, the workload for teaching assistants is decreasing, but most importantly, as Ralph said, those question sets are high quality. I know that the teaching assistants are giving the pupils high quality work for them to have a go at. We're using LbQ with parent workshops as well. Why stop with the children? We're getting those in as well with Lakeisha's mum, letting her have a go as well so they can improve their basic math skills and English skills and reading skills. And like we said before, we're starting to use it across the curriculum through reading, through spelling, grammar, and in science as well. There is a challenge for primary schools in this country. We have to be experts across all subjects, even if it wasn't our specialism at degree level. With learning by questions, they scaffold the question sets with high quality resources in subjects that teachers are less familiar with. An even bigger challenge is to improve resilience for these young pupils. Our job is to give them the skills for later on in life, equip them for secondary school, equip them for the jobs when they become older. With LbQ, there's no limits on retries. It encourages children to learn in a safe environment and challenge themselves. And as Callum said, fail is just the first attempt in learning, isn't it, young man, which we, really talk about. We have a little motto in class. We always say we dive on it. It's do your best, a little acronym there, and we most certainly do that every day, don't we, guys? On to you.
It's now time to show you our learning in action.
Fantastic. So I think we've got some tablets. So guys, if you want to go and sit down on the chairs, and Mr. Dawn will set it up just while I've got this. Amazing. Thank you very much. So a lot of you will recognise this screen. I'm setting up a lesson to calculate a percentage of amounts. If we've got any spare tablets for others to join in if they'd like. Or we can just have the children if you like. One of the things I do say to teachers when they start, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, go and view the question set before you have a go. Adapt it if you need to. One of the new features that LbQ has when we view the question set is you can do the pick and mix, where you can pick questions from lots of different question sets and make your own. The teaching assistants at our school absolutely love this feature because they're able to go through it and pick which questions they want. Quickly going to start this. What time are we? Loads of time. Amazing. Okay, guys, pop in the code for me, please. I will just speak about, my experience of LbQ and seeing it in different schools, because I always say this is not a resource that we just give a teacher and off they go with it. It's a resource to enhance learning, and the teacher behind it is the one that makes the real impact. I've walked into schools that at first just press the play button and expect the impact to happen. We still need that teaching behind it. We still need that high quality resource to help that teaching element. Have you got any questions for me or for the children?
Just got a quick question for
Yes.
yourself. How do you use it in lessons? How often do you use it?
So-
how does it work? How complicated do you find it? Those
Yes.
types, because that's what teachers want to know. So
Of course they do. And as I was going to talk you through the demo, I was going to talk about those things. We use it every single day in school. One of the things we do as soon as the children come into school, we have 42 children in year 6 this year. They grab an iPad during registration. That's 10 to 9 till 9 o'clock when assembly is. During that time, we do a lot of basic skills work. Every single day, the children in those 10 minutes answer 8,000 questions. They do about 200 questions each on the times tables, then on division facts. That's the first 10 minutes of the day. Then when we come to English, we may use it as part of a grammar starter, a spelling starter, to teach that. In maths, we use the teach mode that I was going to do to pick some questions and use the ad hoc mode. The ad hoc mode is such a powerful part of LbQ. It really has changed the way you can use it because I can instantly assess everyone in the room. I can give you a tablet and send off an ad hoc mode and I know exactly your understanding on the topic. What that means for me as a teacher is I can come and focus my intervention, or I can send my teaching assistant to focus that intervention. Then, once I'm happy that the children understand the topic, I've taught through some examples, modelled some examples, let them have a few different goes. I'll even use the question mark symbol on the top to write my own questions. And then happy for them to go and have a go at the question set. Sometimes I adapt the question sets, take out the understanding, or the fluency, or the problem-solving parts, depending on what I'm doing. And then with the matrix on the screen at the front, I can instantly intervene whenever some children are stuck or need that support. One of the things I was going to show you is the pause button. Absolutely love it. You know, the teachers out there, full control, click that pause button and we're all like, yeah! And usually what happens when I press the pause button, guys, what do I get? That's what I get, you know. If I do it with you as well, you go, oh no! The children do exactly the same. And it means that I can get all of their attention. I can bring them back, I can pull my own question up, get an ad hoc mode, and instantly assess as well. Obviously I can run multiple tasks at the same time as well. We were going to show you some of our basic skills for children who are more confident to move on their learning at an accelerated pace as well. Hopefully that answers your question. Then in the afternoons, our TAs use it for intervention. That's had a massive impact at our school. TAs, you know, cost a lot of money, and it's about utilising them and you know making them work smart, making them the resources that you use in high quality. The children love going to intervention now.
Thank you very much.
Yes, not a problem.